welcome to the No Name Sunday Show. We're back.
We're back.
With a few differences at the. I'll just sort of flag this up now. It's who let the dogs out, but Nadia let the dogs out very early and fed them. How much did you feed them?
Well, I fed Chi, and then she came out and she was talking to me. I was sitting in the garden, she was talking to me with her eyes, and she was saying, please, I can't bear it, I'm still so hungry. So I came in and cooked her chicken breast with brown rice and carrots.
Because of steroids. Yeah, steroids are making her very hungry.
She's had 2 breakfasts, and then I thought back for toffee, so I gave her some, and now they're flat out.
And let me just give you a little technical insight. I tend to shoot them because they're always frantically moving. I then speed it up by 4 for a 2-minute sequence, which means I shoot 8 minutes. Today, they wouldn't move at all. I've heard that farting emphatically, like a real blaster, can set your back out.
Wow.
I've heard that. It can really hurt. So sometimes when you have a bit of a back problem, that's actually the cause. Bit of flatulence.
You know who you are, and you know who we're talking to, and we're sending you a big kiss.
It's the morning after dish, Nads, rather than morning after pill.
Oh God, you're not going to ask me what it is it? Are you? I can't speak, babe.
Is it? No, I'm going to ask you, what was it in it? It was an Arabic dish. It was for your dad's birthday. It's a special show, this. All the food was for your dad's birthday.
Oh, za'atar chicken.
Pardon? Oh, za'atar chicken.
Za'atar. So it was Tuesday, and if you were watching Coffee Moaning this morning, I was showing you this book, one of my favourite books, Palestine. This chef, Sami Tamimi, was always the partner of Ottolenghi when he started out his restaurants, and he does really beautiful Middle Eastern food. Now, this dish that I'm doing for you today, lemon chicken with za'atar, I've done it before for you years ago, just our family way, which is to just toss the chicken in za'atar and lemon and bung it in the oven. But I'm doing a bit of a mixture of his recipe and my recipe. Now look at that for a gorgeous tray bake. But I know what happens with recipes and photographs for cookery books.
Toffee.
And I will tell you here and now, this has been cheated, like they are in all books, because to get the chicken cooked and not overcooked, but to get those as brown as they're brown, And to get the onions soft and to get that all looking like that without a professional oven, like fierce heat, is quite difficult. He says put the onion in raw into the marinade, but I'm worried we'll be left with crunchy onions and we don't like crunchy onions. But what I'm actually going to do is soften the onions in a little olive oil first. It's still a wonderfully easy recipe to make. What's great about it, if you're not from the Middle East and you don't know this food and your friends don't, you'll cook this meal and people will never have had it before, which is a lovely thing, isn't it? I'm just making it a little bit more special. Why, Mark? What's today?
It's your dad's birthday.
It's my dad's birthday and he's having a really rotten time at the moment. He's got a problem with his heart and he's just ever so tired, and I don't know how long we'll have him tonight because he might feel knackered and go off. But we are doing his favourite foods. So, bit of za'atar chicken he always loves. My sister Dina is doing stuffed courgettes, which we'll show you actually. We'll do a bit of vlogging later. And then I'm going to make his favourite dessert. Again, if you were watching Coffee Moaning this morning, you'll have heard me say that. And that's what I'm going to make for you today. So just... because he actually says cut the onions into eighths. Yeah, so it's quite a big chunk that then's got to go in the oven. And I'm worried that my breast of chicken is going to cook before my chunky onion. God, I woke up this morning, because we're waking up early at the moment because we're still seeing Kiki off to school, and God, I just didn't know where I was supposed to be and what I was supposed to be doing to you. Mark and I just met each other in the hall because I was snoring last night and just looked at each other. Okay, so you saw just a nice glug of olive oil in there. I'm just going to cook until they soften down. You may remember I did my favourite dish for you ages ago, which is the musakhan, which is the pink chicken.
I love that.
With the sumac and the bread. So this is going to be a bit of a mixture of that because, again, in that recipe, he doesn't put the bread. I'm going to put the thin Arabic bread underneath it as well because I think it would be really nice with the lemon and the juices and everything. Now, the reason I'm crowding those onions is because I don't mind it steaming a bit. I'm not looking for fried onions, I'm looking for just softened down, a bit steamed onions, so that they then can get browned in the oven without getting, too brown. So, okay, I've got 2 lemons, which I'm gonna cut about that thickness. Now, some people will want to eat these, as he says in the book, and some won't. But they look jolly nice when you put them on the tray bake, so... Oh God, that's a lovely lemon. My sister just went and got these from the Greek shop. So much nicer stuff. Look, show them over there, Mark, that lovely parsley and mint. Look, from the proper Greek shop. When you think that measly little bag of parsley you get in the supermarket. Okay, so we've got 2 lemons cut. So we've got 2 sliced lemons. And I'm a bit annoyed I've already cut the... Oh my God, that went straight in my mouth. So, oh my God. So very juicy. Look how juicy, because that's from the Greek shop. I bet if you went to Sainsbury's and got this, you'd probably have to use a whole lemon. What nice juice. I'm really annoyed with myself now because now I've got to grate this. I shouldn't have cut it until I grated it. Do you want the zest of a lemon?
Gigi. That must be really hard to do.
It is. And I'm probably about to grate my fingers. Silly woman.
You look very pretty today.
Do I? I haven't got any makeup on.
I love it when your hair's up. I don't know why you don't do it more often. You know
Because
I
I
love
found
it.
a pencil. I suppose I always feel too fat around my neck and around my chin.
But you don't look it, so just stop it. It's like you saying to me, I like it when you're shaved.
Thank you.
Have you noticed I keep shaving more?
I know, and I love it. 20 years of marriage, 16 years of marriage, and you do it now. I don't like stubble on a man. I really don't like it. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the feel of it. Maybe half a teaspoon, good salt. So I've got 200 mils. Don't worry about that. That's just the fat off the chicken because I'm using fresh chicken stock that I made. But you don't have to. Of course, you don't have to. You can just use a chicken stock. I think a chicken stock jelly is better than a chicken stock cube. That's 200 mils. 2 teaspoons of ground allspice. Well, actually, maybe teaspoon and a half. Lots of black pepper. Sumac. Mark loves this. 4 teaspoons. Mark, I've spoken a lot about this spice, so tell people what it is.
It's like, it's unique to every family, isn't it? It's kind of...
No.
No, right, sorry.
That's Baharat.
All right. Oh, sorry. I don't know about this.
Sumac is the red berry. This is the one that I always tell this story because I love it because it's so like the Middle East. Apparently there are 2 bushes that grow next to each other and the berry looks the same except one will kill you and one will be sumac.
Okay, life on the edge.
So it has a very lemony flavour. You can use it in kebabs, in salads, and of course I do my sumac chicken. Za'atar. Za'atar is a blend of oregano, thyme, sumac and sesame seeds. Now I've got this one at Bart one, but I don't like it because the sesame seeds aren't toasted. This is how it comes in the Middle East. When you buy it from the Middle East, or when you get it from Turkish shop or Greek shop. See the difference? You want them toasted because we eat this with olive oil and bread raw, but because I'm going to be cooking it, they'll be toasted and I'm going to add some more toasted sesame seeds at the end. So I'm going to put a fair amount of this, about 6 heaped teaspoons. Right, a good glove of olive oil. I would say about 2.5 tablespoons of olive oil. This is our marinade, so this is going to marinate for a couple of hours. A teaspoon of salt, or less if you don't like salt and you're worried about your heart, but I want it to be very seasoned. To that I'm going to add my lemons. I think lemons are so beautiful, don't you? I love lemons.
Pretty. I've not been filming.
Right, so wash my hands. Now normally the onions would go in now as well, but because I've fried them, I don't want hot onions going into chicken. That's not good. What would it do?
Burn.
Breed bacteria. So I'm going to let the onions cool down.
So not only rice can kill you, but onions can kill you.
Well, there's just a lot of stuff you have to pay attention to in the kitchen, honestly. When they've cooled down, I'll add them to the marinade, and I'm going to let that marinade, like if you let that marinade even overnight. Oh, too exciting, sorry. Forgot the garlics. Because this is something very much from his book. I've never thought to do this.
Oh, they look pretty.
That you actually put these in like that into the marinade. Oh, they've unwrapped. I don't want that to happen. No. Oh, that's annoying.
They look like Trivial Pursuit pieces.
No, they say that shows great intelligence.
Trivial Pursuit.
If your kid is constantly going, oh, that looks like, oh, that looks like,
Yeah,
that looks
connections.
like, connections, comparisons.
That looks great already.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's really
I love
lovely.
that about Arabic food. It's almost like a Aladdin's cave, isn't it? A Pandora's box.
Okay, so we're going to let that marinate for a couple of hours, but meanwhile I'm going to set up to make the dessert, the kanafe. Da-da-da-da! You may be thinking, I'm sure that wasn't in that pot, and you're right, but my nephew and Maddie's boyfriend are now coming, so I added some more chicken.
What's she doing over there?
Oh, she's got hold of the feta paper. So now my onions are nice and cool, I can safely put them in to marinade. God, that smells good. So we just turn that round so they all get a bit of onion.
Ooh.
Yum. Yum,
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 yum.
yum. Okay?
Yeah.
That's going to be so good. It's going to be so tender because it's marinated. It will marinate for hours by the end of it, by the time we cook it. There you go. Right, guys, it's sometime later. The chicken is beautifully marinated. Can I show them the garden? This is where the chicken will be served. Look, all ready for Teddy's birthday.
Oh, lovely. Oh, well done. And it's all mowed and it's all lovely.
Yeah. So, just a word on bread. Again, I know I've said Turkish shop a lot today, but again, gorgeous. Look at this gorgeous, proper Arabic bread from the Turkish shop. I'm going to layer that onto the bottom of my tin. This is a classic Arabic. This is how we do. Actually, I'm going to tear them in half because it's a pain to do once it's cooked. This is the pans that they use for everything. This is an Arabic tray bake. They're never square, they're always round. Is that funny? I suppose because people often sit in the round and eat straight from the tray. Yeah. Oh, it smells so good. I tend to put the breast in the middle, first of all, and the legs round the edge, because they cook quicker around the edge.
How pretty does she look, Subs?
Oh, thank you. I'll put my hair up again because you said you liked my hair up.
It's nice.
Right, I'm just going to get some of the onions out now before we put the chicken in. Look at the lovely garlics, the lemons. You can imagine how gorgeous this chicken is now, sitting all day in that. Dad's very excited. He's 88.
Wow.
I mean, he's 88. And you guys know, because you get to see him every week because of Teddy Talks. They don't get to see him on the main channel. And you see how incredible his memory is. You also see how sometimes he's a bit tireder and a bit quieter, but he's incredible. Goes in the oven. I've got it on at 200. And that's going to go in now. Pour that juice over. I'm so proud of that. It looks gorgeous.
Okay.
Just going to add a little more salt on the top. There we go. Right, that's going to go in the oven. Please God it will fit in this oven, this new tray. Ah! Very big, isn't it? You get these again in Greek, Cypriot. Oh my God, it doesn't fit. Oh no!
What are you going to do?
You're kidding
What are
me!
you going to do?
I've got to take everything out.
Can you wedge
a
it?
real
Tilt it up?
Fucking pain.
No, hang on. There's a way to do this.
What?
Oh. No, tilt it. Yeah, pull that forward and then when you shut it, it should do it.
It won't though, because I can't shut the door like it.
Right. There you
Oh, well done!
go. Here you go.
Is all the juice going to pour out now?
No. It was a bit like the blind baking.
We'll see.
Some solutions.
So we'll have another look. We'll have a look in 45
Do a
minutes.
twirl. Don't break your neck on that tennis ball.
Why did you tell me to do a 12 with a tennis ball? Just checking it. It's looking lovely, but needs a little bit longer.
Not ready.
Not ready.
Is that working, the old tilt mechanism?
Yeah, it's annoying.
It is annoying. Oh my God.
Oh, Mark, honestly. Do you see the smoke?
Yes. What's
What
happened?
happened? Well, because it was tipped, bloody smoke, the bloody oil tipped down into the
Oh, sorry.
oven.
So my solution
And
wasn't a
we've actually
solution.
had a fire.
But it is cooked.
It's cooked. I'm just going to fry
Oh, it looks
some.
great.
Look here what's going on here with
What are you
Dina's.
frying?
Dina's making stuffed courgette, which actually I made for you a few weeks ago, Subs.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I made you stuffed
Are they
courgette.
Dina's courgette?
Dina, talk them through
I've stuffed them.
She stuffed
You like
them.
stuffing a
I
courgette,
love
don't you?
stuffing a courgette. And some of them have been homegrown, not by me,
Oh.
by Dad's cousin.
What?
So they're special birthday courgettes.
Ilias.
Ilias is.
Oh,
Ah.
are they?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
They'll be good.
I mean, honestly, when I see unfried pine nuts, I literally can't believe it when people put them on a dish. Don't you, Dina?
I love them in
Yeah.
an
I find
avocado
it
wrap.
so annoying.
I don't understand really.
I love them
understand
uncooked.
it.
You love them uncooked.
Yeah.
So, just a little drizzle of olive oil, just to give it a bit of gloss. Some chopped parsley. The nuts. Come over. Do you want to see my roast potatoes, Subs? Everyone loves to see a roast potato. Wow. Ready to go around the chicken. Actually, I just did the cardinal sin. I walked away from my nuts.
Yeah.
Should never do that.
Walk away from your nuts, Mark.
I've been trying to for years.
We've got a friend, haven't you, whose husband's nuts are so huge.
Who's that?
You know who he is, we can't mention his name.
What do you
They're
mean?
so enormous, they like sit out on the front of his legs and he has to walk like that, sort of bouncing them.
What?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
What? So are they like one of those 70s bouncers?
Well, obviously, Dina and I have never seen them. This is only what his missus
Well,
told
if they're
us.
that big, you're going to see them in his
Always
trousers.
made me laugh. Well, I don't think he's prancing around in white, sharp, white, tight trousers.
You make them sound like bouncers.
Okay, so there goes the nuts.
You know.
Oh, look at that.
Now, in the book, he says to now add some lemon zest.
I think he's
But
right.
I don't.
Oh, I think he's right.
I think he's
Do
right.
you?
Look,
Yeah.
look, guys. There's the missing spatula.
What's that? Oh.
Came off the
Oh,
tongs.
God.
I was
was
looking
it?
for that.
That was in there.
Yeah.
It's the same colour as the courgettes.
Oh
Isn't it?
my god! It's gonna taste of rubber.
Yeah, I think you need the lemon. I don't know why. My
I
instinct's
don't know
saying,
where the lemons are.
oh,
Go on, have any more lemon? And where's another lemon?
well, there's one holding the camera.
No, there's one over the camera. But we haven't got any lemons.
Oh, right.
Oh, here we
okay.
go.
Yes, we have.
What was I going to say? I'm just wondering
This is
whether
the best bit of this dish.
What?
This is crispy fried garlic,
Oh my god! Did you fry it?
coriander seeds,
Oh,
dill, mint, parsley, and spring onions, just to top that off.
god!
This
Remoulade.
is an Arabic remoulade.
Yeah, remoulade.
If anyone can get me to eat stuffed courgettes, Dina can.
So, Dina doesn't move from the Palestine recipes, do you, Dina?
They are fabulous.
Yeah, but he said to cut onions into thirds and roast them. They ain't going to be soft at the same time as a chicken breast. Yalla.
Yalla, this is too
can
hot.
film as we take it out.
Man.
Right, here we go. Da da da.
I haven't got a photo
Da da
of
da 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 da.
it.
Now is with great sadness. Well, it's not great sadness at all. Maddie was busy. She was at a gig, she was at a club, she was doing work, she was singing, she was writing, she was just busy, busy, busy. So there ain't no funny shit this week. So what is there instead? We're going straight to
I don't know.
Lisa Loves.
Lisa loves. Lisa loves. And it's a funny one this week.
Did you pull your shit together this week?
Have you seen it yet?
You don't pull your shit together. I tell you what, I can't work out whether I like what she's telling us to buy or I just like listening to you both fumbling around with technology. You said she went out of sync. Well, watch
Did
it.
she go out of sync?
No.
Don't say that. I'm not seeing people out of sync when they're not out of sync. Don't, Mark.
No.
That's going to be a thing.
I don't think you are at all.
Mark! Mark, you
Why are you
can't
saying
make
that?
yourself go out of
I
sync.
cannot.
Oh, God.
I absolutely can.
Carl was so funny because he picked up your phone. He went, "She's on the pan."
I know.
I've not
I
heard that.
went doing my eyebrows. You idiot.
Oh, is that why you suddenly changed it to she's doing her eyebrows? There he is. He's got his shades on.
He's taking the dog for a walk.
Oh, don't.
Hold
I
on.
should take mine for a walk.
I know.
We're going out for something to eat, though. You know where we're going?
Where?
We're going to. Do you remember that place we went to with the boys? The American-y place.
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah,
Shoreditch?
yeah.
There's one in Brixton.
Yeah, I know. Carlitos told you that.
Oh, did he? Anyway, so that's where we're going. And then we're
Oh,
going to go
that's
and see.
nice.
And then we're going to cinema.
Oh, that's really nice.
How are you? Are you having a nice weekend?
So depressing. Yeah, I am. I've been sewing this morning. I can't lie in for the love of money. Guess what time I was up?
6.
6:30 a.m.
I woke up dead on 6 because of school.
It's
And I had a
just
Chinese
crazy.
last night. I felt so sick this morning. I thought I was going to actually be sick.
Oh, I might have an Indian tonight. I love an Indian.
What do you have when you have an Indian?
Oh, I'm so boring. I have the same every single time.
So
And I
does
go,
Mark.
"Ooh, let's go for a bit adventurous." And I never do. I have chicken korma, pillar rice, naan bread, onion bhajis, and sagaloo.
Bloody hell, that's the calories for a week.
I don't eat it all myself.
Oh,
I
right.
share it.
I love an onion bhaji.
I love sagaloo.
Oh, so do I. But it's so much butter in it.
So much butter. There's so
Oh, I want
much.
an onion bhaji now.
Oh,
You've got a piece of hair going down your head. I don't know if you want it there.
it's attractive, isn't it?
It's the sort of thing you'd look like a comb over.
Have my hair
You
dyed.
look like Alf Garnett.
Remember Alf Garnett days? He wouldn't be allowed now, would he?
So we better get on with it.
Yeah, we better get on with it because you're.
Because my table's at 4.
So the first one is Gina Potter. So Gina Potter is the T-shirt with the lip.
Hang on a minute.
Oh my God! Don't say you literally had it floating around in your kitchen.
I had it on my dryer.
That is so funny.
Isn't it? Because I lost it for ages.
Well, I
I
wonder
love
why you
this.
didn't wear it, and I'm really, really jealous now seeing yours because you know I wore yours, not yours, mine, that gold one the other day when we went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Blues Kitchen actually, same time, you know.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
right.
I wore mine, and then Carl put it in the wash, and it's like Kiki's size.
Oh, he put it on a boil.
He put it in a wash and he put it in the tumble dryer. I don't put anything in the tumble dryer.
Not
So-
t-shirts.
So my one is like size 8 now, and that's not going over my bangers. So I'm really, really cheesed off. And I love that T-shirt. But anyway, that's my fault. That's nothing to do with the garment. They're amazing quality. She is from Northern Ireland, and she's come up with these T-shirt designs of just lips. So it's just lips, everything on lips. So that one that you've just got, I can't believe you had that literally round.
I
the
must go
corner.
and buy some more actually because I really like them.
It's really, really cool. The one that I absolutely love is the punk one. And
I see. I haven't seen the other ones.
see the punk one, I'm seeing Johnny Rotten on Wednesday. That would be quite cool to wear.
Yeah, I
see
think
Johnny
we've all
Rotten.
caught on that you're seeing Johnny Rotten.
I know, I can't wait, Q&A. Anyway, back to
You're
Gina Porter.
obsessed.
So she does a punk design one. She does a tartan one with a safety pin on the side. She'll do one with a chain and a padlock and says punk across it. They're so cool. So she does the gold lips with the matchstick, the one that you've got and the one that I had. And oh, sorry, I've got low battery there. And each one, she's gone one with red lips, with matches, a ziggy one. There's so many different ones. You can have it in silver. You can have short sleeve, long sleeve. They're £30 plus postage and packaging. They're such good quality. I mean, you can even feel them there. You can feel the quality because you've literally got it behind you, which I can't believe.
Funny.
It's so funny.
See, you because you probably thought to yourself, I'm not going to even ask Nadia if she's got hers.
No, because
I lost it for ages because I've got so many different washing baskets.
I know you've got about 8 washing baskets, but there's so many ones. There's like an American one with stars on. You know, she can even there isn't a website where you can go and look and see prices and whatever. So the thing is, you DM her for prices and then she'll tally it up, whether it's short sleeve, long sleeve, blah, blah, blah. But they come in at around £30. They're amazing. They're such good quality. They are a slim fit. So the one that
Hang on a minute. You've gone out of sync.
Oh. Why?
Say oh again. Say oh.
Oh.
Say no.
No.
Say banana.
Banana.
Oh, you seem to be back in sync again.
This is going to be weird. She'll be like, oh, thanks for the review. Can you say, oh, banana and something else?
Because you've gone out of sync.
Right in the middle of it. She does great.
Well, maybe my brain's not catching up. Very weird. Yeah. So, and what is she on Instagram?
She's on just Gina Potter on Instagram. So we'll drop the Instagram thing on. Am I in sync now?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God. Can you actually see me in those glasses? So yeah, so check out Gina Potter. Maybe we can edit the banana bit. And I haven't sworn yet.
I know what the fuck's going on.
I know, what the fuck's going on? Mark said I swore too much on the last one, so I'm really careful about not swearing.
Who said that?
Mark.
He said you swore too much.
On the lead up of the Lisa. She sweared a lot and I had to edit it very back. I had to edit it a lot. So I'm really sorry, Mark. So you've only got one.
No, he won't care.
Only one fuck in it anyway. Anyway, check out Gina Potter. She's adorable. She's going through a tough time at the moment. And it would be lovely for everyone to follow her and check out her t-shirts and buy some. So it would be really, really good. I'm out of sync, aren't I?
A little bit, but I'm going with it.
Well, that's not going to work, is it? We can't do it out of sync Lisa Loves. That's going to be shit.
I'm quite enjoying it. It's quite mesmerising.
I hate to watch that. It'd be so irritating.
I quite like trying to catch up with it.
Like that?
Mark might be able to do something with it, fiddle with it.
I doubt it.
So, have you got another one, or is it just
another one is Sweet Mary Jewelry. So it's a vintage feel with a rock and roll edge. They are beautiful. Now they're a bit more pricey than your average, jewelry, but we do pay out for our jewelry. We always pay out for our jewelry, but we like a little bit of cheap as well. But this is high class stuff. First order.
She puts the ass into class. She really does.
First order, you get 10% off. Now, she does a gorgeous necklace called a Patty, a gorgeous necklace. I just said necklace. It's a bracelet. It's a Patty bracelet. It's a ruby and diamond heart with a lightning bolt in it. Actually, no, let's just scrap that because it isn't a bracelet. It's a necklace with a diamond.
Oh, for God's sake!
I know. How rubbish am I? Can I stop
Is it a
this
necklace or
again?
is it a bloody bracelet?
Well, I've written down it's a bracelet, but it's not. In my head, it's a necklace because that's what I saw.
Oh my God, I'm so confused. Is it a necklace or a bracelet?
It's a necklace.
Are you sure? Didn't you
Should
say
we-
bracelet, necklace, and then go back to bracelet?
No, and then went back to necklace.
Jesus Christ. Good job you're not on QVC.
It is, isn't it?
You'd be
My-
sacked by now.
They would have such a laugh because I'd be fucking it up constantly. Anyway,
I
it's
don't
got
believe
a-
they allow swearing either on QVC.
No, they're not allowed swearing either. I wouldn't do well on QVC anyway. So, Sweet Mary jewelry with a rock and roll edge. It is beautiful. So 10% off your first order. So there's the patty necklace, and it's got
Right.
a ruby and a diamond and a lightning bolt. It's just no. We're really gonna have to scrap this because I've literally written down the wrong ones. Oh my God, the first Lisa Loves, and I've messed it up.
What have you done?
I've written down diamond heart lightning motif, but I've put it as a bracelet and it's not, it's a ruby heart. So Sweet Mary,
Listen,
jewelry.
listen. This is what I suggest. We love the sound of this. I suggest people go to her Instagram account or her website. I don't think we need any more descriptions. And they
Let's move
decide.
on to the swallow necklace. I know about
No!
the swallow necklace.
I've got minor PTSD.
It's diamond.
In a minute, you're
carat.
going to tell me it's a toilet brush. And there was you. This is high class. This is
This is high class. It's diamond carat and it's £225.
I love it. High class. And it's £225.
They've got an angel wing necklace called the Sarah, and that's
She's actually a
£160.
signet ring.
No, it's not. It's got a turquoise pearl stone in it, and that's £160. It is really, really pretty.
It sounds
pretty.
lovely. I just
Even
can't
though
wait.
I've completely messed up the first one, whether or not it was a necklace or a bracelet, because I've written down two. Maybe I was moving on to the bracelet and never wrote it down. But
Well, I
having
just
said
think
that,
it's just you've just made it incredibly intriguing now because we all want to go and have a look.
everyone
And they
wants to
sound
go
lovely.
to Sweet Mary jewelry just to see whether or not I've got it right.
I think it's highly unlikely. And you're so out of sync, none of it will make any sense anymore.
None of it will make out of sense because you sent me a link that's all out of fucking sync. And you're going to pop that on and I'm going to look fucking
Oh my-
brilliant, aren't I?
It was a disaster, basically.
Mark,
Mark.
it's a disaster.
Oh, you're that side.
You look very sweaty.
I am.
It's just had a bath.
Is that a bar?
Oh, it's not sweat, it's hair washing.
not sweat.
Mark, it's all gone out of sync. It's gone tits up. Can we just scrap Lisa Loves this week, please?
No, it's too good.
So am I still going?
Listen, I love that Lisa Loves because Lisa loves, Lisa,
Lisa
loves,
loves, Lisa loves. Check out Sweet Mary and see what I fucked up. Sorry.
Thank you, darling.
First time for everything. Bye.
I'm gonna head off and get fatter now. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go. I'm just gonna go out and get fatter.
Yeah, I'll get
Love
back tonight. Love ya.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's the news, and we're not featuring this story in the news, but this fascinates me. This story is about a dog from the 1900s that was the victim of cruel vivisection, and apparently the outcry in the UK was even bigger than the one for Geronimo the alpaca.
Wow, really?
And I think this would make a really good film, in fact. So yeah, so there you go. Anyway, that's a story we don't feature.
What's that got to do with anything we're just about to talk about?
Because it's in the news.
Ah,
Yeah.
so we're going to the news.
It's a long one.
Hello.
Welcome to the news. Absolutely.
Weird. Don't. Right.
Headlines. The papers. Who wants to start?
I will, because I'm going to talk about my dear friend Judy Love, who Mark finally met the other day, just
I did.
briefly.
I felt for her though, because she was like in the back of a car and
It was
didn't look
so
particularly
hot, yeah.
happy.
We were off to Stacey's baby shower, actually. She was stressed. The car hadn't turned up, and then she had to organise nothing. But she only lives down the road from us. She lives... We've got weird light on us. Right, so next Saturday, this Saturday coming, Strictly begins. And so for us, at Loose Women, it's a much bigger deal this year because our Judy is in and we all love her. She's our favourite loose woman that we've had in a very long time because she just makes us laugh.
Yeah.
She's just so funny.
I mean, I don't know.
So the
I've
other
met her.
day at the baby shower, not baby shower, what's it called when you first come in? Yeah, baby shower,
Yeah,
that's
baby
it.
shower,
I'd never
yeah.
been to one before.
Yeah.
It was such a new thing. But everyone was saying to her, so how are you feeling, with Strictly? She's like, I'm exhausted, babes. I'm absolutely exhausted, babes. And me and Jane were laughing so much because all the way in the car she'd been saying how she hadn't done a single step yet, but she'd been doing all the promo. So she's totally exhausted with the promo. And she was going to be, do you know, babes, you have to rehearse from 8 in the morning till 8 at night.
Oh my God.
So
she's exhausted from what?
from the promo.
Oh, I see.
From
Oh,
doing
right.
all
Oh,
the
okay.
PR.
Oh,
And
right.
we're like, okay. So no, we're so excited. We're going to be 100% behind her. And can you also get behind her? Because she's really, really nervous. Like she said, they don't often have a plus girl on there. I said, yeah, but you know, I've seen her dance. She can really dance. She goes, yeah, man, but it's different with your mates, isn't it? When you've had a few drinks and it's like your tune and you've jumped up on it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so she's really nervous, but we're all just saying to just be your funny
Can you,
self.
when you get her on her own, can you say to her, try and resist this that they seem to get everyone to do? This is, Prince Andrew has obviously been in the press, and I just thought, this is deaf, dumb and blind to what the tone of things are.
Oh,
so he
no,
calls
I've been reading all this
a
morning.
shooting party, and Andrew is out there, all guns blazing. I think what he's probably trying to do is suggest to the world, I'm so innocent, it's not even altering my everyday activities. But I don't know, it just comes across as tone deaf.
Oh yeah, there it is. Andrew's writ will fail and he will never face court. Victim's lawyer expects his Prince's team to get rape case dismissed. Apparently all the other victims do not believe for 1 second that anything will happen to Prince Andrew. And the reason they're keeping up this pressure is they believe he should be tried by the people because it will never get to court.
What do you mean, tried by the people?
Well, i.e. a lot of the privileges that he has have already been stripped away, hasn't he? He's lost all his charity things, his birthday party was called off. So that's
punishment enough.
what they're going for. Do you remember the other day when we were talking about the gratuitous use of footage from 9/11 you were saying on Sky News?
Yeah.
There's a new documentary coming out about the Wests, and I just feel the same about that as well, don't you? I mean, look at this headline.
Grisly.
Sniffer dogs sent West Lairs. Up to 20 more bodies at 3 sites. I mean, how is that for the victims and for the families? And you know what? I can never forget the still living children of the Wests. I remember seeing a documentary years ago with one of their daughters and sons, and in fact, he has now killed himself.
Right.
That I remember watching it. He was probably in his 20s. I think a couple of years ago he killed himself. And I think absolutely keep the investigations going. Absolutely, these lost people must be found in their families. But I don't think it's for a circus. It's really distasteful and upsetting.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
agree. I agree. I mean, I just find it all prurient, and if there's something to be found, is this promoting a documentary?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fred
of
and
course it
Rose.
is,
No,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's, it's another documentary
Yeah.
which we don't need.
Yeah.
Reopened airs 2 parts ITV this Wednesday and Thursday at 9 p.m.
The problem I have with these
Not for
documentaries
me.
like this from any channel or any quarter is that when they purport to kind of exploit a terrible tragedy like that, if there was genuinely new information to be told, we'd have heard about it already. So this is clearly an opportunity to recycle, regurgitate.
And I just think it just creates anxiety, and we've got enough misery and horror and fear in the world.
Forgetful shoppers asked to pay more as households hoard enough bags for 57 lives. This is our bag for life
That's
situation.
us.
Yeah, I know. Even the most environmentally friendly shoppers will probably admit having
God.
a cupboard of shame stuffed
don't.
with bags for life, bought with good intentions but used just once.
I know.
That's us.
Oh, don't. I'm so
So
embarrassed.
Waitrose is ditching its 10p reusable bags and replacing them with thicker ones in the hope that the cost of 50p will stop people buying them for single use. Greenpeace has found that the average household bought 57 bags for life in 2019.
Don't.
I mean, what
You're
I have...
the very worst.
I know. What I found now when you go to the quick checkout, even at Sainsbury's, and it's clever, is that a lot of the shop assistants aren't carrying them, so you have to wait ages. They're trying to make the experience difficult.
But we just need to unpack the shopping and put it back into the car. Would you buy your pet a £12,000 sofa?
Absolutely not.
Well, you were showing the picture. So this designer, Christopher Howe, offers bespoke dog settees, wait for it, from 12,300. That's just your lowest price. That's your start
That's
off.
ludicrous.
Isn't it
Oh,
incredible?
I like that. Look, lap of luxury. It's a good headline. Barking.
Oh yeah, barking. Really, but yeah, exactly. I always miss out on the headlines. So lockdown has apparently accelerated the trends towards humanisation of the animals.
Anthropomorphization or something.
Anthropomorphized. So DFS have got one that starts at £269, and Next has them that start from 125.
Well, look, Next starting from 125. For a lot of people, their pets are their children, so I can kind of understand that. But when you get to £12,000, it's just ludicrous.
And Deborah Robertson, author of Dog's Dinner, says dogs really don't care where they sit.
Yeah.
As long as it's comfortable and ideally has sides so they feel protected. I've lost my article, but it was this that I pulled, but I don't know where it's gone. I love this. Traffic ham on
that's
M62. So these pigs escaped from their farm, and
Maybe they're Nick Cage's
there was
pig.
4-hour tailbacks. Right, a number are being, and I love this line, the National Highways have said, a number are being a swine and won't move. Our pig whisperers are working hard at the scene.
Oh, how
Don't you
funny.
think that's so funny?
Road hogs.
Highway, yeah.
Road
I missed that
hogs.
bit. Highways workers herd the pigs.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
I like that. I wonder if they found it hard afterwards to pork their cars.
Oh,
I had choice. Imagine this terrible dichotomy. I had the choice of either saving my leg
Oh my
or my
God.
unborn tot. Agonising decision as mum is told of cancer. Mum bravely chose to have her leg amputated
Oh my
in order
God.
to save her unborn baby. She had a terrible choice between the two.
oh my God.
Either start chemotherapy or have her leg amputated. So obviously she decided to have a child and lose her leg.
Oh my God, that's the most shocking story. God, I'm really questioning whether I'd be brave enough to lose my leg.
Yeah, what in terms of your
What would
an
you do
unborn
as a
baby?
partner? What would you say?
Oh my God, I can't even begin to answer
Yeah, but you'd
that.
have to, because it's the woman that has to make the decision. But go on, it's the moral dilemma. What would you have advised me?
Well, it depends. Well, I mean, if it was, oh my God, I don't
I
know.
know.
It's so difficult because it depends if you had children already or didn't have children. It depends how far into the pregnancy you were. If it was early in the pregnancy, I would recommend a termination to you. I would suggest a termination in order to preserve your body. It also, I mean, if I was the parent having to make the choice, I'd be thinking, what's my prognosis to recover from cancer? And if it's pretty bleak anyway, I would probably forego the chemotherapy and have the child.
But then you've got a child without a parent.
But it's got a dad. I mean, I know. I mean, these
God,
are
what
terrible.
an unbelievable dilemma.
Isn't it just?
This one was for you. Did you know that they're talking about Phoebe Waller-Bridges as being the next Indiana Jones?
I didn't know they were talking about that, but I know she's in the next Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I know she's in, but
Yeah.
there are very, very strong rumours. And when Disney were asked, they refused. They didn't comment.
Can I be really honest?
I knew this was going to get you going somewhere.
No, because I'm a big fan again of.
But you don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridges. You think it's
Well,
gone too far.
it's less about. I don't see how. Look, you can have an archaeologist from the Indiana Jones franchise who's female, and I'd be
Absolutely.
right up for that. But you can't make Indiana Jones a woman.
No, yeah.
You just can't.
You
And
just
I don't know
can't
whether that means they're going to
replace-
make
it
her
would
the
have to be a
daughter
new-
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's it, fine. It's like even with Bond, however much I can't tolerate Daniel Craig, I don't want a different 007. I could have a 006 or a 009.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I
like
think.
whenever we get anybody talented, we have to overdo it. They have to be everywhere,
Yeah.
doing everything.
I don't know.
I think she's great, but
I mean,
and I
it's
think
weird-
she'd be brilliant.
it's weird
It's
because
like
I
you
was-
say, Indiana Jones's daughter or sister.
That
or
might be what they're saying,
something.
though. But to be fair, the papers might be saying that, but that might be what's happening. I was really excited about seeing her in it. To be honest, I thought it was quite clever casting.
Did you have a massive round storm off? Didn't you say?
She's walked away from a Amazon Prime series
Amazon.
of Mr. and Mrs. Smith due to creative differences with Childish Gambino. Pat, sorry, I just wondered, would you leave your husband if his hair wasn't, sort of cut in a way that you liked?
No, because I'm not shallow.
Well, yeah, but what if I had a mullet like that?
Well,
It'd be kind of hard to. Would you not be?
put it
Would
this
you not
way,
be embarrassed to go
I would
out?
convince you to no longer have a mullet,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't leave you.
Because Pat Sharp's mullet got the chop on his wife's orders. The Daily Star Sunday columnist feared the worst when his Mrs. Monica told him they needed to talk. I love this. I mean,
Men
if
always
I-
go, "What do you mean?"
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate being told they need
Yeah,
to talk.
but if I had hair like that and someone said to me, "We need to talk," I'd know it was about my hair.
you'd have a strong
It's a pretty
suspicion that
safe
it might
bet
be
it was
something to
about
do
my
with
hair.
hair.
Absolutely.
A fertility expert,
Yeah.
doctor, has suggested that we should have on contraceptive packets a warning: don't leave it too late.
Don't leave what too late.
Getting pregnant.
Oh, I thought you
We all
meant.
know what that means. Don't leave it too late. Talking about fertility, what do you think I meant? Don't leave it too late to have a cup of tea.
I thought you meant
Don't leave it too late to have a nice
I
slice
thought you
of
meant
cake.
don't leave it too late until you know.
What? Oh, on a contraceptive, but it was a don't leave it too late to have sex.
I don't understand.
You're
What does it
being
mean?
difficult.
Don't leave.
Don't leave it too late to get pregnant.
Oh, I don't.
Mark,
I don't
what's the
agree.
matter with
I
you?
don't agree. I don't think that's right.
I do.
I don't. Having an advert on contraception to basically say make sure you have a baby.
No, this is what it is.
Don't agree.
Years ago, when I was doing my hospital program, there was a female. He's a male. This guy, fertility expert, and at the time I was talking to her, she was desperately trying to have a second baby.
Right.
And she said, with all my knowledge, I left it too late.
Right.
And because some women do have their babies late,
Yeah.
she said that there's this false narrative now going on that somehow our biology has changed, and it has not. We are still in our prime, really, to have a baby between 16 and 25, 26, 27, 28. She says, every day I'm dealing with people broken-hearted that can't have babies. And he's saying here, even if you're planning to freeze your eggs, you really should start that process before you get to 37.
I think this will put pressure on women. I think it will put pressure on women, and it would. I don't agree.
Well, another doctor has said that she thinks that there should be an actual graph. This is a woman, a graph showing you at the rate of decline of your fertility. I don't, Mark. I think that this is really. This would save broken hearts. This would save
Broken hearts.
very expensive fertility treatment, and a lot of people can't get the fertility treatment. It doesn't work. It's just a reminder. A lot of people think, I'll leave it till my late. That we're not taught it well enough at school, apart from anything else.
Well, I just think it puts yet another layer of pressure on younger women wanting to live their lives.
No, it's not saying go on and have a baby. It's just saying,
but
remember,
it's a
if you're
low-
planning
yeah.
to, there is a window of
Are
time.
women aware of that anyway?
No, I don't think they are. That's what I've just said.
Okay.
You know, even this fertility expert found herself having left it too long. You know, we were enormously blessed to have our girls when we did. I mean, we are
No,
so
I
lucky.
recognise
at
that.
my age, you know, Kiki at 42 with no IVF or anything.
Yeah.
But I was told that I had a 1 in a, what was it, million chance? Do you remember when we
Oh,
see
yes.
that doctor?
Yeah, very.
So you know, I'm actually all for it.
This was just a silly one. Hooray, lions beat the blues. Apparently, grabbing an extra couple of hours in bed at the weekend is good for your mental health. It can halve the risk of depression.
Now that goes against everything I've ever read about sleep. I'm sorry, and I've read some really good books, you know, experts. If you mess around with your sleep at the weekend, you get out of kilter, and then you're fighting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get back into. So I'm so pleased with Kiki getting up at 8 this morning because to get, if she'd stayed in bed to 12. And then we got to get up at 6 again on Monday. It doesn't work, does it?
I mean, I do understand that. The temptation is always to want a lie in, but then one just feels like, I always feel hungover with my soul if I lie in.
Oh, do they mean lie in as in to stay in bed, or do they mean to sleep in? I suppose there's different things. To lie in and just read your papers.
A lie in. So it's sort of mindful, not sleep, but a lie in.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can agree with that. Don't play fetch with sticks, warns vets. Apparently it's really dangerous.
Oh, that's interesting.
And they tell this story of this dog that went after its stick, and it went down into its throat, narrowly missing its heart.
That makes me feel really funny.
Doesn't it? And all ways, cuts,
kind of makes
scrapes,
sense.
infections, splinters,
Yeah, all sorts of
life-threatening injuries. Don't throw sticks. Seems a shame. It's nice to pick up a stick and throw it.
Yeah, but yeah, I can get
And
that.
when we think how many times we've let Toffee just bite and bite and bite.
Well, she
with
chews
sticks.
trees. She chews bark. But apparently in the bark of trees, dogs smell so many things. Apparently it sends them barking mad.
It's very easy for the dog, okay, Mark, to impale themselves.
Well, I mean, I have to confess though, I've rarely seen it. But there we go. Well, there you go. There was the news. Dessert time. What are you making, Miss Sawalha?
Kanafi!
Zata!
It needs no more. Kanafi!
Have you ditched the words around things?
Kanafi!
Colonel Kanafi.
It is actually called Kanafi. Oh God, I'm Kanafied. Kanafi. Again, I was talking about this on the live on Tuesday morning, and this is my dad's favourite dish of all time. Very Arabic. It's kind of like Mark says, a kind of buttered, shredded wheat kind of thing. This you can get from Greek or Turkish shops, with a mixture of cheeses underneath, with a beautifully fragrant orange blossom, sweet syrup poured over the top after it's baked. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I've never made it before.
Have you not?
No. So I am going to be following the recipe.
That does
a
look
little
rather
bit.
lovely.
Over a medium-high heat, you pour 400 grams, unbelievable, of caster sugar, because we're going to make our syrup.
Just good for diabetic.
Into there, but it's very rare. It's just for his birthday. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
They are remarkable lemons.
Aren't they? And what you do is you just swirl it. You don't stir it, you just swirl it. Oh, look, Pip went in. Pip, 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 pip. And this is how we make our secret.
Is that it? Is that the only liquid?
Yep. But once it's cooked down, we will then add some orange blossom water. You don't want to put the orange blossom water in at the beginning. Why do you think you wouldn't put the orange blossom water in at the beginning?
I don't know. You burn the flavour out.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That doesn't seem like an awful lot of liquid.
No. But we're going to make a really nice thick syrup. Don't go away. Don't think, oh, that's going to take ages.
That must
Keep
be
your eye
hard
on
for
it.
you because you're constantly moving.
Do you want to have a sniff of the orange blossom water?
Yeah, right.
So evocative. Think. Oh my God,
Jesus
are you
Christ.
kidding me?
I've never heard you make that noise in my life.
I'm on a magic flying carpet. Actually, I feel more Morocco than I feel Arabic because I don't know how much they use. Isn't it lovely? Look at the bottle. Again, Dina went to the Greek shop. If I'd have just got this in Sainsbury's, it'd been a bit boring.
Have a smell?
Oh, you didn't like it?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
How could you not like it? So what I've been doing there is just swirling it, not stirring it, just swirling it. Now the sugar is melted. Tablespoon and a half. That's right. Tablespoon and a half. Da, 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 little April showers. Da, da, da. I've got my oven on a fan oven at 175 degrees, which you probably need to know. So we're wanting 200 grams of butter. We don't need that, but we do need that. Obviously, this is very slimming, this dessert. Turn that down a bit. So here we have our pastry.
So that, you call that a pastry?
Yeah, that's what they call it. 375 grams.
Quite cheap, isn't it? 1.99.
Yeah. Now he says to put it in the processor and break it to 2 centimeters, but this is literally the first. We'll turn that butter off. I think I might have to cut it. It's really weird. It's like Father Christmas's beard.
It's like Arthur Scargill's hair.
Oh dear, that's not working. This might take some time.
Pretty.
That's about 6. Oh my god. Oh, that's the way to do it. It's my lovely knife.
I'm actually liking the look of this.
Because it's unusual. Oh look, it cuts quite well actually, guys, with this lovely sharp knife. Now, what was the name of the lovely person that sent me this knife? That's. Because I was a bit worried that if I put it in the blender, because I don't know it, I've never worked with this stuff before, that it might just go
Say that again.
powdery. The reason I'm not putting it in a blender is because I've never worked with this pastry before. I didn't want it to go into dust.
Do you know what I think? Whenever you say the word dust, coming out of your mouth, it only ever reminds me of an argument where you say to me at some point in it, "I'll crush you to dust."
It's very Arab.
Flipping heck.
So weird.
How do they get it into that shape? You know, you're enjoying it because you know you're doing it for your dear dad.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's really important when you make things, make food, that you do it with love and you're thinking for the person. Obviously, you can't do that all the time, but when it's like a birthday, I'm thinking of. I feel very worried. I sent Mum a photo and said, "Look what I'm making." She said, "Oh, I won't tell him." And actually, it's quite good in case it all goes wrong, because he'll get so excited, and he might not eat his dinner if he knows this property.
I'll leave you now.
You can leave me now. You haven't been the biggest part of me. Whoa, he won't go. Whoa.
I just want you to stay.
So we have our pastry, and in goes our butter. And I would say get your hands in, make sure it's all covered in the butter. Oh, now it's starting to feel and look sexy. Wasn't sexy before.
Did
Now
you say-
it's sexy, isn't it,
You
Chi-Chi?
said off camera that it's a phyllo pastry,
Phyllo pastry.
shredded.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't get this just in a supermarket. You're going to have to get it from Greek or Turkish shop or Arabic shop. So I'm just going to rinse my hands.
I love a bit of cheese.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't want people to be put off by the idea of cheese, because what's a cheesecake got in it? Cheese.
Exactly.
And
This
you know,
is
it's
like-
very sweet. So I've got 200 grams of mozzarella. You have to buy it in the block. It's no good that burrata boli stuff. Oh God, I wish I'd made that, put that in the fridge, because now it's a bit warm. Make sure it's really
A
cold.
bit wibbly wobbly.
Oh God, it's a bit too warm.
How are you going to do
It's
that?
really hot in the kitchen today.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I can't take
I'm worried about my hands.
I've got to get my clothes off. It's getting. Why do you never show me a thong, but you show everyone on ITV it?
Oh my God, babe, you've literally gone mad about this thong thing. It's so annoying.
Thong, 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 thong. Do you remember the thong song?
No, I don't. There's no such thing as a thong song.
Oh my God, there so is. And the lyrics will go da 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 da, thong, 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 thong.
I'm not playing.
True. You've got a lovely curl in your profile.
Well, I haven't even washed my hair. Nothing today. I had a nice bath after this.
You look pretty.
Knackered.
I'll say it again. You look
Thank you,
pretty.
darling. That's very kind of you. Definitely make sure your mozzarella is very cold, because otherwise you're going to be like me, grating your fingers.
There was a man on the train yesterday as I was taking Kiki to school, and he was clipping his nails and they were flying everywhere.
You're joking.
No, can you believe that?
Oh my God, that's so... We should do that on Coffee Moaning. What's
Can
the
you
most
believe
disgusting
that?
thing you've seen on the
Kiki
train?
couldn't believe it, and I was like,
Oh my
I
God.
know.
So into the bowl,
Oh,
200 grams of mozzarella, 100 grams of ricotta, that lovely soft.
oh, do you remember
So
when we
just
saw how they
crumble
made that?
Yeah. Loved it. Have we put that one up on
Yeah, that's gone
Which
out.
channel?
Matera, wasn't it?
quite finely
It's
crumbled?
a funny cheese, isn't it?
I mean, ricotta is about what you put with it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really
It's a
have
great
flavour.
carrier. It
If
does
you don't
the-
want to use orange blossom, by the way, guys, you could use rose water.
Yes,
for
I like
this.
rose. Can we use rose?
And then we've got 150 grams of feta, which we're also going to crumble in. Finely crumble. You don't want big lumps.
Cheese. She literally doesn't take her eyes off you.
I know.
Bit like me.
I know, babe. It's just a cross I have to bear.
She thinks you're pretty too.
Do you think I'm pretty? Okay, so
Wow.
there's our cheese. We're going to add to that 25 grams of sugar.
Wow.
Look, I love lemons sitting on caster sugar. Grated lemon zest on caster sugar.
No,
It's
it's,
so
it's
pretty.
a lovely thing, isn't it? It's like hundreds and thousands of nature.
So pretty.
It's like hundreds of thousands have fallen from the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah!
Half a teaspoon of flaked sea salt. Now, do you think they want it to stay flaked, or do I crumble it?
Well, if they've said flake,
I think crumble
flake.
it, because I think totally flaked, you'll get big lumps of salt. You don't want to overdo this stuff, because it'll end up smelling like your grand's knickerdraw.
I was going to say, or a hippie's sandals.
I want to be a hippie. I was always a hippie when I was a teenager, and I want to go back to it. Okay.
You've already buttered the dish.
Yes, and the point is you want it really liberally buttered. This isn't just a smear. We want it really liberally buttered. And that's 30 by 20 centimetres by 4 centimetres deep is what you need. Now, it's a bit annoying because I read in the recipe that what you need is another dish to go on top of it to flatten it, and I've got nothing that fits in there, so that's a bit annoying. So we're going to put, I never know what 2/3 is. Let's do it. 3. Would you say that's about right?
Yeah.
So 2/3 into the bottom, and you really want to press it down. So in fact, while I'm doing that, what I'm just thinking is I might actually do this to really compress it. Okay, so next, gently put your cheese mixture in. I think as kids we didn't like it so much in Jordan,
Oh, careful! I can see that there.
damn, is because they were they would use goat cheese and we all hated goat
Oh, that
cheese.
makes sense. That kefir, what's it called? That stuff.
Oh, I hate kefir. I wish I'd added all the ricotta, because I had 200 grams. So now we're going to put the last bit of our pastry. You know what? That when you buy the ricotta, they're usually in 200-gram pots. So I weighed out 100 because that's what he said, but I think I would put 200 grams. I can see now why he says put another dish on top to really weight it down, but we can't do it because I don't have a dish that fits in it. So,
What about the blind beans that you use?
oh, that's a good idea. What a good idea. You might get a kiss for that. Up there for thinking, baby. Very good idea. That's the sort of idea I usually have. Brilliant. So in that goes for 25 minutes, and then we take off the parchment and let it brown that side. So 25 minutes, 175 degrees, fan oven.
Do you know what?
What? I'm so
I'm
exhausted.
knaffed.
We're knaffed. We have done, let's just list through what we've done today. We've got up at 6.
Yeah.
I took Kiki on
Yeah.
her. Mark gave us a lift to the station. So that was about hour there, hour back to school.
I edited a vlog.
Mark edited a vlog while I was out, and I came back. We did the shopping on the way back.
Coffee
Then we
moaning.
did coffee moaning, did a live on Instagram. I've cooked the chicken and the thing, and it's 1:20. We've not even sat down. Well, apart from coffee moaning, we sat
We
down.
allowed lunch?
Oh, I've got to have something, babe. I've just finished. So, I can't believe that's been in there 25 minutes already.
It hasn't. It so hasn't. I haven't been in the other room for 25 minutes. You've got the timings wrong.
Oh, God. Do you think I didn't put 25 minutes on?
I don't know, but that was not
I've been
25
over there,
minutes.
I've had a conversation with Dina.
Honestly.
Dina came in. Oh, God. I think it might be, you know, Mark. I did put the timer on. I think time just goes so bloody fast. Dina's come around. We're just going to risk it, guys, because we haven't got bloody key. Take this off. You see that's nicely flattened now, so it's probably going to be fine. And then it goes back till it's deeply golden and pulling away a bit from the edges. So, shit. There we go. For another 30 minutes. Right. It's much later in the evening. We've had our dinner. You can hear them in the garden. Had a lovely evening. Kiki has been doing her homework all the way through the evening. She's a good kid. And now it's time for Ganafi. So here I've got some pistachio nuts. I'm just chopping.
They're like emeralds, aren't they?
Well, they are. I'm always a bit disappointed. They're not quite green enough ever for me here. I mean, I probably should
They're
take.
pretty green though.
Yeah, they're quite good. I probably should take some time to peel them, but
We haven't shown the guys how that looks. Look.
well, because I'm going to turn it out in a minute.
Alright, guys.
Chop, chop, chop. So get just to the bishop. I ran a knife just round the edge. Oh God, I hope I haven't left it too long and it's stuck. I probably should have done it straight away. It feels stuck now.
You're going to tip it up. Oh, right, okay. This is always nerve-wracking.
Ready?
Yeah. Did it dislodge?
Oh my God, only damn perfection.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I'll just get in close. Hang on.
I am really worried about this recipe.
Why?
I think there isn't enough cheese in the middle for Teddy. See, because Dad looks after his diabetes so well, and he's not, you know, so every so often he can have something sweet because he's now on insulin. But he's isn't he, Mark? He's amazing with his diet and everything. He's looked after himself.
He compensates whenever he indulges.
For him to have diabetes for as long as he had and to still be so well and his feet to be well and all of that, it's a credit.
Classic you. No
I
rhyme or
can't do
reason
it like that,
to-
Mark. I just see where I want to put it.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Beautiful thing.
I'll put some candles on it. Do you want a candle?
Well, we'll report back to you guys
If
in a
it's
bit.
not, I'm going to be really annoyed with that recipe book, and I would say double everything I said. Because I felt it, didn't I? I said there wasn't enough cheese. Here we go, Kiki, come and sing happy birthday. Recipe books. Mark's let me do recipe books. I want to tell you about this one, The Cook's Book of Everything. Now you might think, how can there be a book of everything? But honestly, this book gets pretty close to that. It's got, I think, over 1,000 recipes, and the brilliant, and all the recipes are triple tested. So like Good Housekeeping level. So they all work. And I just can't believe how they manage to cover everything. So like modern, more old-fashioned recipes. There's recipes here for like really fancy cooks. There's recipes in here for beginner cooks. Asian recipes. It goes all over the world. I was just looking at it again, reminding myself of it actually. This is a great book. Look, it's even got cabbage rolls that I cooked for you a couple of weeks ago, and actually it's a very, very good recipe. In fact, I might try it as a different cabbage rolls recipe. So something simple like a peanut brittle. That cheesecake is divine. It's perfect summer pudding. I've made that. I just saw this morning actually. I thought, what a lovely idea. Poached dates in Earl Grey tea with vanilla bean. I'm going to make that for my dad. The person that collated this book, Lily Grimes, has been a food writer and edited food magazines right across the world, so she really knows her stuff.
So is it
Loves
like
her
an
ingredients.
encyclopedia?
Well, I suppose a bit, but you've got, and they go into, you'll get like, now and again, you'll get a nice little detail about a particular recipe or tradition behind a recipe. I cannot recommend it highly enough, and I'm so glad Mark said we could do recipe books again, because I'd actually forgotten about this book, and I'm going to keep it out on the side. I mean, look at that, Imam Bialdi. So many recipes for that are so bad. That is exactly how Imam Bialdi should look. The fainting Imam. The aubergine was so delicious that when the king ate it, he fainted. That's what it means, Imam Bialdi. Gnocchi, the Chinese dishes. So say you just want a simple chicken biryani is lovely. So say you just think, I really want, just a really simple chicken and cashew nuts. Say, for instance, you'll go here and it will taste so original. They've really, really done their research, and look how beautifully and clearly it's laid out. You will not go wrong with this book. This is a really nice book for, say, a wedding, or somebody just starting out, or as I say, for a really good cook. You're going to be able to go there, for absolutely anything. A midweek dish, look, lobster. Here, what's that?
like the look of that, but
I think you'd like this book. Like steak with lobster tails. You know, they go as fancy as you like and as simple as you like. So I don't even know where I got this book. Somebody bought it for me years ago, and I used to use it a lot. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be using it. I'll cook quite a few dishes from it for you for the Sunday show, so you can double see. Now, Alex Hollywood. Anyone guess who her husband is? Was?
Faux pas.
Was. Very much was. Now, she is a great cook herself. She really is. And I would say follow her on Instagram because her dishes are just gorgeous. And I know she really struggled with Instagram. I've worked with her a couple of times, but she really got into her rhythm now. And she does lots of lovely stuff on ingredients. She lives in the most beautiful house in the countryside with, and she's got her own, like, what's it called? Kitchen garden. And she's got a lovely outdoor cooker, so she's really good to follow on Instagram. This is a really simple book, one somebody I love, Michelle Roux. Not a gram of pretense, just unadulterated, delicious food, which is what most people want. Really simple. Look how clear it is. Again, if you're cooking in a hurry, you don't want to be looking for the detail. Mustard and rosemary. She goes all over the world as well. She's travelled a lot. So she's picked up things from everywhere, and all her food is always delicious. Look at that, lamb and cinnamon toasty with quick tomato relish. I'm going to do that for Meals in Minutes. I'll give Alex the credit. That looks so nice, doesn't it? I think you should always photograph a burger without the top on. Don't you agree? See, crespole. What's crespole? Oh, Italian pancakes. Yeah, so it can feel a bit fancy, but it's going to be really easy to cook with easy ingredients. Cider chicken, sweet corn casserole pie. Just gorgeous for midweek. You will not go wrong with either of these books. Oh, spicy vegetable. See, now I'm starving, Mark. And we're on this 16-8. Can't eat for another.
Well, we can in a couple of hours.
Prawn and chicken jambalaya. I made that for you the other day, didn't I, guys? Not her one, my own one, but yeah. So there you go. Highly recommend A Cook's Book of Everything and Alex Hollywood's. This might be one of her older books, actually, Cooking Tonight. Just check out all her books, they're really good.
It's Teddy Talks. It's Teddy Talks.
Talks.
And he's taking us on a journey. Today's is about a film that for me was, in many regards, a sort of a precursor of the whole Star Wars joy. Clash of the Titans, Sinbad, all that kind of stuff.
Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. Sinbad was played by John Wayne's son, Patrick Wayne. Jane Seymour played Princess Farah. And as a family, we were all out with my dad for the entire summer on location for this movie. And the story he's about to tell you was such a massive deal for at the time. I remember it being told over and over again every night on location, and they took the piss out of that actor forever. I'm not kidding.
Right.
David Stern was the actor, by the way, if you want to look him up and see his face.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go and do Teddy Talks. Bless him. He's not feeling great and he's feeling really tired, but he really wants to do Teddy Talks. So here we go. The lovely flowers in, so I'm starting with the lovely flowers and the beautiful, oh Mum, I love that lamp so much. And then we'll just pan over to Teddy Talks, because Teddy Talks, everyone's loving your talks.
Thank you.
You know what a lot of people have been saying to me? Isn't it incredible, your dad's memory? You have such great memory.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
And I always say it's because you eat a lot of turmeric.
Don't
you?
Yeah. No, it's excitement about something.
Ah.
It's a sense of excitement.
Keeping your brain awake.
And and this is lovely. Down memory lane again. It's you remember I was lucky to be in a film called Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, such happy memories of that.
One of the scenes, as the sailor, I creep on the boat through the window and I find the princess playing chess with a monkey. So many things happened exciting things happened in that film. But the major one, and you know it because you and Bobby and your two sisters, you were there. The filming happened in Jordan and in Malta, if you remember.
I do.
We were down in Petra for a week, and then we moved to Malta. And in Malta there was a harbour, and it was ideal to film Sinbad. And the day I remember many other days, and one day we will talk about them. But the day I remember was the day of launching Sinbad's boat into the sea.
Because it was I mean, they made it full size.
It was a
didn't they?
massive location, if you remember.
Yeah, I do.
You know, they were about, the crew and the actors were about 70 people. And then a lot of people knew that Sinbad's boat is going to be launched that day, so they arrived. And they invited some dignitaries as well. So there were about 400 or 500 people to see the boat launched.
Well, was it a filming day for the actual film? Or was it...
Yeah, it's a filming day for the film. Yeah, and there were 3 or 4 cameras spread everywhere to catch it from all angles. And the dialogue was very simple. There was the sailor, if you remember, he had to shout, "Hey, weigh the anchor." He had to
that's
shout.
right. Yeah, oh, I remember this. Yeah.
That's all the script was. So on the day, with these 500 people around, he said, "Hey, I the wanker." And the whole.
But he didn't mean to.
No. There was a moment pause when everybody, did I hear right? And then everybody collapsed. Crew, actors, visitors.
Way the wanker.
Yeah, and so, but that had arrived. Something else happened later on. We came back to London 3 or 4 weeks later, and I went to your school, to see the headmaster about something concerning you. I can't remember.
Really? God, I
Yes,
can't
yes.
imagine you ever going down the school.
No, so I went and I was standing outside the office with him, waiting for you to come. And then suddenly I saw you flash down the corridor on your own, running fast. So I thought, I said, I wanted to call you. So I said, "Hey!" So you came round and you said, "Wait, I the wanker."
I did. I remember this. Because it was a story that just kept being told.
Because when on location,
You went "hey" and I went "the wanker." That's right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what it was.
No, it was, an automatic response. So, "Hey, I the wanker," she said, in front of the headmaster.
And what did you do?
I had to explain to the headmaster the situation.
Yeah, actually, this is a great story that Dad's reminding me of, because we were all on location with Dad, and it was such a big story that this actor had accidentally said wanker. So it was just going around, and it must have just planted in my brain. I was probably only about 9.
Well, that actor was accident prone, and I'll tell you more of what he did, because he was quite a character. And in the next week or 2, I'll tell you more of what happened on that film. But
Goody.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, God, how funny. Do you remember that, Mum? It was such a big deal. Hey, the wanker!
That was another whip-soaring, fabulous, chatty, ram-packed full. Okay, a little bit light on the funny shit, but everything else was just brilliant.
Oh, God, anything else that you'd like to massage? Apart from your ego.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm saying all of that and I don't feel any of it. Totally fraudulent. So, yeah. Do you want to say goodbye?
I really like yellow. I think I should wear yellow more. Do you think yellow suits me, Sos?
Yeah, I do.
You don't have to look that confused. Do I look nice or not?
Yeah, because it picks up in your hair.
My yellow hair.
Yeah.
Picks out the yellow in my
Your
hair.
hair is so curly. Isn't it? As your head gets
you
bigger,
only just
your
realised
curls go
I've got
higher.
curly hair?
Do you know that? As your head gets bigger, your hair gets higher, like a pineapple. Why is your face getting bigger?
Because I'm fat.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm
It's like
getting fatter.
I didn't say that.
Darling, if you say to a person, as your head gets bigger, and then you say, why is your face getting bigger?
No, I didn't say face.
It's weight.
It's your head. why for some reason you look
Listen,
like
I've
two.
got one thing to say to you. Kanafi!
You look like two eyes on a little
No,
round
that's a
thing.
good out. You didn't need to then say something at the end of it. Kanafi would have been a good end. But now you've wittered on and it's drizzled out to nothing.
Do it again.
No, I gave you it and you ruined it.
Sorry.
Years in front of the camera taught me that. Kanafi! Lovely end. It's because you've always got to have the bloody last word.
I didn't think I was having the last
Mark,
word.
you never know a good ending.